Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm ACated and this is Minecraft. So, in today's video, we're going to be doing another Minecraft build in this lovely little super fat world here. And this was the build I made in my last video, and I'm very surprised by all the support I got. It's a very welcome surprise, and I'm very appreciative that so many people liked my build and liked my video. So yeah, thank you so much if you watched that. And also 100 subscribers. I have more than that now, but I reached 100 subscribers and then more because of that video. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's a really big thing. I mean, it's not that big, but it's pretty cool, especially for this channel, just because I'm just starting out. So I don't know. I'm kind of glad to see that this is actually going somewhere. And hopefully you'll stick along, and you'll see what happens next. And what's happening next right now is this this build. So today's video, we're going to be building a cookie shop based on a real-life cookie shop. If you see this name here, Bubble Cookie, you might know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I don't know if I can say it, but we're just going to call it that. I'm sure you're smart enough to understand what I'm trying to reference. But anyways, we're going to be building that because I think it would be funny and also kind of cool. Yeah, so we're going to start on that. I think to start, I'm going to use this calcite. And also, I forgot to mention, but I'm using both Farmer's Delight and Create along with Vanilla. Vanilla, obviously. I don't know what it would look like if you didn't use Vanilla. But yeah, we're using those two to build this, and I'm using calcite to build this because I think it's a good match. I'm not entirely sure how big it's supposed to be. I'm not sure, because this seems a little small, but also I feel like it would just normally be small. So I'm trying to make sure I have enough room to put everything that I want inside. Maybe we extend it a little bit. That might be helpful. And also I might change the calcite bricks out with diorite bricks. That might be better. I think I like that. I'm not sure. Maybe the calcite was better, because this is a very clean white brick and this is more of like a light gray brick, but I don't know which one I like better. I'm not sure. I think I'll stick with calcite for now. That might be best. And then maybe I can use diorite for something else. Alright, so this is what I've got so far. I'm not sure if this is a good size. I could always extend this out, of course. I'm probably going to extend it out in this direction if I do extend it out. But I'm kind of thinking I have like the main building, and then I want there to be stuff in the back because I want to be able to build things. Obviously, what I mean, build things like a little back area where you can grow the ingredients that you need to make it the cookies. Because the reason it's called Bubble Cookie is because I'm thinking they sell the honey cookies that come from Farmer's Delight, and they also sell honey bottles, so it's like both, and they also sell other cookies as well. But I don't know, I just like the idea of like the honey themed stuff. I think it's just fitting, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And let's add some windows here. I'm thinking this is good. I think maybe we could do it something like this, because then we can have a giant window over here and then a door. And then for the door, we can use these glass door from Create. Although I'm thinking we add a different tile here, so we can maybe use cut diorite. That might be good. And then let's put that glass door, and then here I'm thinking we use the framed glass, and we use the vertical framed glass, because I don't know, I think that looks good. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. Maybe we add more up here. Maybe we make it a little bigger. Maybe that's too big. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we do normal flamed grass. But flamed grass. I can't speak. Oh my god. Alright. I think we could do something like that. This little pattern here. And then over here we could probably just use trapdoors. Where are they? Trapdoors. Okay, that's cool. Maybe we add some decorations out here. By decorations, I mean like architectural decorations. So we could do the calcite brick, calcite wall, and then we kind of just do something like this, maybe. Perhaps. I don't like how this is off-center. Maybe I bring this in a little bit. Okay. I think that could work. And then I also want to... I don't want it to be 2 floors, but I want it to be extended up a bit because I want to kind of add a logo here with banners. So this is kind of like a strip mall kind of thing, but I don't really... It's like a mix. It's like a strip mall thing, but it's also like a standalone thing. So that's what I'm going for. And then I'm thinking, what should I put here? Maybe this is where we put the diorite. Perhaps this is where we put the diorite. I think that could be good. And then maybe we put more up here. Okay, I think this is cute, actually. Kind of like it. And then we'll put the banner, we'll just put like a... Put like a placeholder banners right here, so... Let's see, actually. B-U-M-B-L C-O-O-K. Oops, that's not... The spacing's a bit off. B-U-M-B-L space C-O-O-K-I-E. That might not work. Might not work. I don't know. Maybe we just have Bumble. Or I don't really like that actually. Guess we can leave it there for now. We might extend it out a little bit. So then there's more room. But I'm not sure. I think we might just extend it out. So I'll just do that really fast. Alright, we've extended it out a little bit. I'm thinking maybe we put this in a tiny bit. And then we can use trapdoors and stuff. I'm thinking we use, instead of panes or trapdoors, we just use this. Vertical. Yep. I think that's good. Alright. So here is our building front. This signage needs to be changed a little. So that's B-U-M-B-L-C-O-O-K-I-E. Perfect. Alright. So that's the signage. That's the store. This feels like a grocery store a little bit. Like a little market. But this will be a cookie shop. And I want it to feel a little bit more unique. So we're going to add a few more decorations maybe. So I'm thinking... if we get some diorite here, we can maybe add some embellishments on the sides just to give it a little bit more flair. And then I might also add some sort of topper here. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm sure it has a name, but I can't remember if I know what that is. Something like that. And then we can add something here, like this, and some torches, for the sake of torches. Okay, I think that could be cute. This feels very southwestern to me. Here's the interior. It's kind of big, and this is definitely bigger than one of these shops might be. But that's okay, this is also like a honey bottle shop, so you can get honey and cookies here. Let's add a counter, so I'm thinking we add maybe these quartz bricks. Maybe those are good counters. Kind of like it because it has this little topper here, except on the top it's not smooth, so maybe not. Maybe we add just normal quartz or just smooth quartz. That might be sufficient. I want to push this back a little bit more though, since I want room for some seating and stuff, because this is also like a sit-down place. And in the corner here, I think this is where you can get some honey bottles or something. In here, because like the back, I'm probably going to add some furnaces to sort of make it seem like that's where they bake everything, I guess, although they don't really, you don't make cookies in furnaces in Minecraft, but it's okay. We can pretend. Little trapdoor here just to get in. Should probably add a roof. Or not really a roof, but a ceiling. So let's do that. I'm going to use slabs probably. And we'll probably use these calcite slabs because I feel like they kind of look like a drop ceiling, and I feel like this place would have a drop ceiling. Alright, I think that's cool. Perfectly dark. Anyways. Let's add some lighting, so I think we can use this. Alright, we've added some lighting. It feels a little dark in here, but I'm sure I could find a way to brighten it up a little bit. Here, I'm thinking we're going to add some sort of cash register, and I might just use this again, because I used this in my cafe build, and I think it looks pretty convincing as like a little cash register. I think it looks fine. And then we can also, maybe we move this over a little bit. Yep, maybe we add 2. Not slanted though, let's make that straight. Nope, there you go. I still want to add this, but we're probably just gonna add it like here or something and then put a basin. And I'm thinking basically you can just place it in here, and then this will mix it for you. So if we add some power here, and I'm thinking we just use a hand crank. So we'll run it up the back here, add a gearbox, and then maybe a shaft here, and then a hand crank. Yeah, that works. And we can just put some casing on it just to cover that up. On the back as well. Okay, cool. So we have a little machine here, and then we can place our ingredients inside. So let's do an example. 2 wheats, 1 honey bottle. We crank it up a little bit, it'll go down, mix it up, keep cranking. Taking a little bit of time, that's okay. This is not that much power, so it'll probably take a little bit. Is it done? Nope, it's not done. Okay, it's done. So that's not going into the depot. Well, that's fine, it doesn't have to. You can just take it out. So we don't have to have a depot here. So we have our cookies now, so that kind of just makes it for you, but of course I want to add a crafting table just so then you can also just do it yourself. I want to have like an item frame here to sort of show the menu, like show what's on the menu, so we can see what's on the menu. So I might do something like that, it's like a little decoration. Actually, I could do something more like this, so then it goes out a little bit. And there's not really that much on the menu anyways, so well, we kind of just have these cookies and then honey. That's kind of all that's on the menu. And that's all that needs to be on the menu. Perfect. I'm not sure how I feel about this. This might not be a good place to put it. Or even I just might not put these little embellishments here. Maybe on the top it could be fine, but maybe on the bottom I just don't do it. Or maybe I actually place it back here instead. That could be fine. For this side, I'm also going to add more windows, so let's just do that. Windows here, and probably bigger windows as well. Maybe we just add one big window, or we split it down the middle, and I think splitting it's pretty fine, so we'll just do that. I'll add this top as well. Okay, that's bringing a little bit more light into this place. Maybe we add windows here as well, but smaller windows. Okay, that's cool. Back here, I want to add maybe sort of like a soda machine kind of thing, or like a honey machine. So we could do a little building trick to add a little soda machine, kind of like this. I think that could work. I feel like that could work, yeah. Yeah, look. That could be good. We can add some item frames here to put bottles. I'm thinking we maybe do something like this. I'm not sure if this will work, but I was thinking maybe then you can just get honey from here. Although that wouldn't be a great idea. We'll just leave this here. Maybe it's just decoration. I just think it looks cool, but we'll leave it there for decoration. I don't know if it'll actually be functional. And then over here we can add some chairs. So I'll do that probably with pale oak, and we'll use signs. So we'll just do something like this. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I think that's good. We can add another shelf of cookies here. And then I also added, back here I added this little thing here. So I added a door because we're gonna have stuff in the back. And then I also added these more cookies on these shelves, and these honey bottles, and also honey bottles in here, sort of like a little soda machine, although it's honey, not soda. And then we're gonna add some more cookies here. So we can do the sweet berry cookie, we can do the honey cookies in the middle, and then we can have the chocolate chip cookies at the bottom. So we can have various different cookies, and I think that's cute. I want to add more stuff here. I'm thinking, do we add signs as decoration? I think that could be cool. I was gonna add shelves as decoration, but I'm not sure how that would look. Actually, it looks pretty good. We're gonna do shelves instead. However, I do want to add like a little display case here, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a similar thing to what we did in the cafe, so we're gonna do this trapdoor thing, and then put glass up here, so we can kind of have like a little display case. And in here, we're going to, of course, have some cookies. So we're just gonna do that. This feels very bland. I'm thinking that I want something more, some more decoration. So maybe I add some plants and stuff around, just as little fun things. Okay, I added some stuff. So I added these little flower pots, and I added these little, they're supposed to be jars, kind of, but basically they're supposed to be just containers filled with stuff. So this is filled with, I'm not sure, and this is filled with honey, obviously. And we're gonna pretend that that's glass around it, not just a honey block, so that's cool. But I kind of like that, looks cool. And then we have just these little buttons here, and I guess these are here too. I'm not sure how I feel about these. I might actually just replace them, instead of bamboo, I might just replace them with birch saplings, because that might just look better. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, this little interior area seems pretty much done. Pretty much okay. So we can do the back now. For this back area, I'm thinking I just make a little garden kind of thing. So let's make that little garden. Alright, so this is the little garden that I made. So I'm thinking over here we just add some farmland, maybe some sweet berry bushes, maybe some beehives and stuff. so then we can kind of farm the ingredients that we need to make the cookies in there. Let's add a wall here to sort of differentiate the space, so we can do something like this maybe. Would this be easy? Yeah, this would be easy to get out of, so maybe let's make this a little higher. And yeah, we're making this wall just so... Actually not for any reason, I just think it looks cool. I can maybe extend this out a little bit, because this might not be enough room for everything, but we can see, we'll see. Let's just build this here just in case. And then in this little back garden area, we can add some diorite and probably some diorite bricks. That could be cool. We can do something like this back here. We can put the beehives over here. And then we'll put scaffolding over them. Perhaps we move it over slightly and do this so then I can put scaffolding underneath, so then I can have a campfire, so then they don't get mad when you harvest their honey. Oops. I'll do that. And then I usually like to put some slabs on top just for decoration. Cool. We should add some flowers around just so then the bees have something to pollinate, but also the flowers look cool, so we're just gonna add them anyways. I want to add bees sort of like in an alternating row. Like that. I think that could be cool. And then we should also add some torches here just for lighting. We can add some farmland here, so we'll use water. I'm not sure how much wheat you really need to grow. It's like a lot, or if it's not a lot, I'm not sure. Can't imagine you would need too much wheat. Like I think this should be fine. This would be sufficient, I think. Ooh, I got an achievement. That's lovely. I didn't know you could get achievements like that. Anyways, let's just put that over there. Okay, and we just need a sweetberry bush. So we'll do a little sweetberry farm here. Hopefully the bees don't get stuck in this. I really hope the bees don't get stuck in this, because that would be a bit unfortunate. And then what I want to do is... And then what I want to do with this is kind of add these trapdoors here, because that kind of blocks it off. I think it just looks cool. Looks cute. I like it. Then we can have our little sweetberry bushes here. I'm probably going to use bone meal just so then they're fully grown. Okay, that's cool. I think that should be enough sweetberry bushes for this little area. But the final thing I need is cocoa beans, and I don't know if I have any room for it. I don't think I want to expand this little farm area just because it's already like the perfect size for everything. So maybe I just add some cocoa beans back here, and I just remove these flowers. It's a little unfortunate. Or actually, we could probably put it somewhere else. I think it might be best to put it back here, because it might be better not to have flowers back here, so then bees aren't more inclined to come back here, because then they can get prickled by the sweetberry bushes. So maybe this is better, and we can just do something like this. I think that could be fine. And then on top, I'm not sure what to add, maybe granite, just for fun. Cute. Alright, so that means we can just close off this wall here. Let's hope it's even. It is even, that's great. Perfection. Alright, this little back garden seems pretty much done. Let's just add some lighting. Actually, I'm going to use lanterns for this. This makes more sense. Okay, I think this looks really cute. I like it. Perhaps we add a little more outside. I'm not going to add outside seating, but we can add a few more things. Like we can add some foliage and stuff. Maybe firefly bushes. Let's see. I don't really like how that looks, actually. We can use leaves. We'll use these azalea leaves because I think they look good. That's cute. I feel like there should be more, though. I think I'll just finish up this roof here, and we're going to, of course, use Cut Tough, which I think I already talked about in my last video, but I quite like Cut Tough. Cut Tough. It's kind of weird to say Cut Tough, but yeah, I like this. I like how it looks, and I think it's a nice building material to use sometimes. So we're using it here. And I think I'm going to divide this up a little bit, just for fun. Thankfully, we didn't go through any lights, so that's cool. And yeah, so the roof is cool. The front, a little bit boring. A little boring, but I think it's not bad. Maybe we can add some wool, or maybe some slabs, in order to kind of make a little awning like this one has. So maybe. I think it might just be fine how it is. It doesn't have to be too complicated. I think it's nice how it is. It's nice enough. Let's look at the inside again. Make sure everything looks good. I think it looks nice. There might be more I can add, but I think for now it looks good. Oh, I'm so... what is happening? So I don't have anything in my hand, but whenever I place anything, it just places these birch slabs, and I'm not sure why. Was I just placing? I was not just placing birch slabs. Let me... I have Cut Tough. Will that change it? Oh, it's gone. Okay, that was weird. Is that gonna stay in the video? It might stay in the video. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I think this build is pretty much done. It's a small build. It's not too big. This definitely took way less time than the rest of these builds, but I'm kind of happy with it. It's cute. It's nice. All that's left to do is just add the lettering, so I will do that. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. I'm not entirely sure about all the lettering, but I don't know if there's any better way to do it, so that's how I did it. So yeah, the ones I'm not sure about are the B and the K. I think it's good enough. I think you can clearly understand what it's trying to say. But yeah, I think this build is pretty much done. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to all those fun YouTube things. I will be continuing to post more Minecraft content along with my Sims content, and I hope you stick around and watch it. I hope to see you in another video, and again, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the montage. Goodbye!